Then you stamp it up and then come back with that.
Blessings, Jamaica. I have something for showing you here. Now look around me. Now look.
See there, man. My road, man. Point the camera for me.
Now look.
Yeah, we not take no injustice over here.
Hold on, please. Something I go on, I'm going to update you upon it right now, here. Because I'm not going to hear a whole heap more after this. See? So, me in the community a quick step right now. Send out the live, yeah, man. Send it out to everybody right now, because this will be one serious live.
So, may I interrupt this live because this live is going to come at the end of the video. I have a lot to cover in this video, so I'm going to put that live at the end of the video because it's a 9-minute live. Yeah, but on a need to stick and stay because Chief Richard Curry need your help. For your law-abiding citizen, you love Jamaica, you love the compound, you love the movements of the maroon and all these things, stick and stay because Chief Richard Curry and the security force and the bigger heads have some serious issues that you guys need to hear. So, let me dive straight into the video. Now, I am doing this video Saturday, July 27th. I am doing this video overnight because I expect a busy day ahead of me, which would be Sunday, July 28th. So, this video will be uploaded on the channel on Sunday. Now, the reason why I point out the date is because this gentleman that is on your screen have received some unofficial report. And I repeat, an official report stating that he used a machine. I don't know if it's a legal machine or an illegal machine, as I mentioned, an official report. He used a machine and can up himself. Now, I have two pictures that is giving me two different view of the scene. And in the pictures, you can see where this gentleman goes by the name of Dwight from Waterworks, Westmoreland. Same place the incident happened. So as I was saying, Dwight head flick back along with the machine right beside him on the scene, because it seems like after Lego the can, say everything left him body, so automatically the machine got drop out of your hand. Now, as I mentioned, all these are alleged, all right? All these are alleged. Now, what puzzles me is the fact that Dwight do it in the middle of the road, because the picture is showing me that Dwight was not in a private place or anything of the sort. So I was wondering, or I am wondering, matter of fact, why him do it there so in the middle of the road. I need to get the official report for this. I really need to hear what really transpired. Yeah, man. So, me I go keep a tab on this one. When the official report come up or come out, I am going to update the story. So please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Yeah, so there is a picture of the surrounding. Yeah, and another thing too that I notice on this scene is that Dwight was wearing a slippers, but the slippers was right next to Dwight. Why would Dwight take off him slippers? Me no know. let me hear the official report. Me I go send the picture in my WhatsApp group 775-378-1640. And if you know what happened or what took place, 775-378-1640. Let we know what really go on with this story. Let we know the back story, the in-depth story on this one. Something not adding up. So for now we are going to use allegedly. And JY family, bear in mind that I recently covered a story regarding the same thing, but this happened in Portmore. This gentleman on your screen, he goes by the name of Ira Roberts. He's 35-year-old and he was a licensed firearm holder. So I don't know, JY family, what's going on with these men. I know that some of us are very stubborn when we are going through problems. You know, we don't like to seek help, you know. So spam the comment section and tell me what you think. Anyway, I promise you guys more story than this. But Chief Richard Curry went live again. So this video is going to be longer than I expected. So I'm just going to cut it short and just bring the Chief Richard Curry story because he really need you guys help. All right, so watch out Chief Richard Curry video, spam the comment section and tell me what you guys think about the situation. Trust me, make sure someone share the video, it's very important. And me I go forward back with the reports that I promise you in another video. All right, stay tuned, subscribe, like, share.
See, no joke, no joke. Send this out and send it to everybody, right? Since it reached that point here, it reached that point here. See there, police and soldier all around me in the community. A quick step with there, right? Quick step with there. Again, problem over here, so we come over here to de-escalate a situation, and them now tell me say me have to go come down a station with them. So we not go hear about it today because we there so and the people them there so. We come to de-escalate, see them, more police come, everybody else come now. So we are going to find out what going on. We need to update on the long-standing issue that's been going on over here in Quickstep. Quickstep is a deep part of cockpit country to which there is a so-called forestry reserve. What has been going on with this forestry reserve situation is that it has been demarcated forestry reserve. However, people have been over the years deliberately lumbering from that area and taking the lumber out under the guise of forestry. You know, what is forestry doing with how much feet, thousands of feet of mahogany wood, right? The mahogany, right? One of the rarest species in the forest. Mahogany. What is the forestry department doing with mahogany? See, this is Superintendent Minto from Black River. We've had a very good relationship to the beginning of his term, right? Superintendent Minto has expressed he has zero regard for neither the history, the law, nor the forest, because they're prepared to facilitate the pilferage of mahogany from cockpit country and telling the world that the Maroons are lumbering. These are the people who are lumbering, and these are the coverts and agents who facilitate the lumbering of cockpit country. So when them can't take enough, and when the people of cockpit country stand up and decide to make a stance, it's a bad man pose. Them say me have to come down today now. Them say me have to come down today. Them no know say me come over here to de-escalate, but they're escalating it. We are doing what we need to do as leaders in our communities to de-escalate and manage situations. But when we're met with ignorance, arrogance, and total disrespect, it is hard to contain the people, because the people are going to speak for their chief. And the people are going to speak for their rights. So if Superintendent Minto was sent by someone else than who was given that authority to execute the law, right? And I'm not talking some quasi-law or some backbush law. Somebody needs to inform Superintendent Minto about the rights of indigenous people, about the Maroons of cockpit country, about the protection of the so-called forestry zone that they themselves are assisting persons to take lumber out of Quick Step, right, and profit from it. People in Quick Step don't have no light, them don't have no food, them don't have no water, right? And they come here, right? See them? When you see them lining up. And me them say them know what them ready for now. You see them? But them don't know what mistake they're making. Because I'm saying to them, I am here to de-escalate, not escalate. But every day I'm gonna take away to find a way to turn me into the criminal. To turn me into the object of an abuse and an oppression. It done. We have been lobbying for conversations and dialogue with this government for so long. A government that does not respect its indigenous people, a government that does not respect human rights, a government that does not give any regard for the people it's supposed to be looking after and saying that we are all Jamaicans. We do not subscribe to chattel behavior and chattel treatment. Maroons are free people, and all we've been seeking is dialogue and understanding. But instead, what we keep facing is agents of the state coming into our territory to oppress our people, and other agents of the state being used to facilitate their wrongdoings and their fraud. So I came over here to bring peace and to help them to escape this problem. And they're now putting me as the person caught in the problem. This is going to be a hard and long one, you know. This is going to be a hard and long one. So we are going to there for as long as we need for there to see what will happen. We bring with Starlink over Quick Step people, them now have no connection. Look how much people there on them phone. See them? Look at the people them. Right? But no, see what them bring coming a Quick Step here. See what them bring coming a Quick Step here. Watch it. See what them bring coming a Quick Step here. Yeah? This is what it is, right? This is what it is. We are defending our rights, our indigenous rights. The Maroons of Quick Step need to be respected. What is the forestry department doing with mahogany? A truckload of mahogany been taken out of cockpit country. There's a stamp that should stamp all lumber leaving these forest lands. The police are telling me they don't know that law. There are 2 stamps on this island. Forestry department has one and the Maroons have one. Let me show it to you. Where's the stamp? Look up there if you see the stamp.
I'm going to take a picture of board.
Let me show you the stamp.
I want the stamp. I'm going to see the camera.
Let me say this to you, Jamaica. Let me say this to you. For so long that we've been petitioning and trying to get this government to come to terms to dialogue with a compound. Chief Curry is here standing and fighting for the rights of the Maroons and the people of Cockpit Country. And we will not back down. No matter what force or intimidation you bring. We came here to resolve this issue. And we are being made to seem like criminals. We're going to post additional information on this. We're going to post additional information on this. See them here? They're surrounding the bus. This is the bus for the Akompong Maroons, right? Registered in the name of the sovereign state of Akompong, yes, under their government entity, right? And we are here standing to defend the rights of the people. And the superintendent is telling me that I'm going to have to come down. That's not what we're here for. We're here for constructive dialogue. Don't tell me that you don't care about indigenous and you don't care about treaty. It is reflecting in your government that you all don't have any respect for the indigenous people of the island. So you don't need to tell me that, Superintendent Minto. You don't need to tell me that, Superintendent Minto. It is showing your whole disposition. Everything you say and do tells that you have no regard for the people of Cockpit Country, Akompong, or any other Maroon districts. So your ignorance to the law is not an excuse to the law, sir. Your ignorance to the law is not an excuse to the law. And the people who you have continuously gone after are those who you said who have broken the law. If you have broken the law, so okay, so here we are. So they're forcing to come inside now, right? Oh no, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go down?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Let's go. We're not going to create another scene for me. Watch this. Listen, You see everything you want to say about me also, we're not going to hear more. Remember me telling you that.
Yeah, I'm after that. So we're not going to lock up chief and we go down to my ask.
But I don't want to see that. So if you go in there,
no, chief, we can't come out of our territory now. Better stay now.
No, we're going to stay. We're going to stay. We're going to stay. Yo.
Many people are trying to come there.
We are going to stay. Lock off it. Lock off that. Lock off that. No, hold on. The connection is up, right? Hold on. Yeah, leave that there. Listen. No, man. We are going to do what is right and right by the people. You see me today? Me I stand up for my people and me I stand up for your rights a cockpit country. Because you know go come and think you can pilfer this and thief this and coerce and oppress the people without them knowing them rights and try to create this situation of tension that need not exist. Listen. Greetings and good night, everybody. I have an update to give on a real quick. Right, just bear with me 2 minutes. I'm going to show you why this country now go better and why this country can't better. You understand? This country is riddled with corruption and dirty people who claim to be the protector of the people. These people are agents of corruption, and I'm going to show it and paint it to you see, right? The forestry division in the forest is the one who's actually lumbering our forest. This has been a long-standing issue. Quickstep is not a playpen for the forestry department to decide what to lumber, when to lumber, who to lumber. The feed is being disrupted, but me will get me information through Tony tonight. Today we get called by Superintendent Minto from the Black River Police Station, right? I met Superintendent Minto last year when he just came into office. I thought he was a good fellow because I thought he had a mission and I saw him doing his work and I observed what he's been doing to clean up a lot of the mess in the parish. But today, Mr. Minto, you turned the table the wrong way. Because Chief Curry has always been respectful to you. Say that a lie. Hola. You called Chief Curry to help you with issues that you've been having. Say that is a lie. Today you called me and told me that there's an issue in Quickstep. If I heard about it, I told you no because we have no signal in a compound. You said, okay, see if you can find out what's going on because some persons have been blocked in. I said to you, this would not be the first time this has happened, sir, Superintendent. You should check the records to see what happened the last time, why persons were blocked in Quickstep. I made my way over to Quickstep after a funeral that I had this morning. Little after speaking to Superintendent Minto. I tried calling him again, I did not get him. We went in the bus over into Quickstep to meet up with Superintendent Minto and other members of the community of Quickstep. When I went into the community and got down to the square, there was an entourage of police and forestry van and a fire truck and some other vehicles coming out in the opposite direction. So obviously we stopped, a very narrow road. So we stopped, we're in the squares, literally in the heart of Quickstep. So I disembarked, went up to Superintendent Minto and asked him what's the situation and how it has unfolded. So today, when I went to Superintendent Minto told me that the situation he's very displeased with because the roads have been blocked. So I tried to enlighten him as to what the situation is and the challenges that we had. 2 years ago, when there was a similar issue where Quickstep was blocked by residents, they are protesting lumbering in that area. Now, let me say this, Quickstep is a farming community. And yes, lumbering happens in Quickstep. It has been happening for years. Occur, yes, maroon lumber. How did that transaction occur? A third-party entity was sent into Quickstep to set up a machine shop, of which the Maroons would sell him the lumber and him would sell it back to the government. At all times, the government has always maintained their position of not directly engaging with the Maroons. So they send agents of the state to come and do their business. So all the train lines you see across Jamaica, right? All the train lines across Jamaica, the Pauline, the wood, the big tough square wood you see now, all that come from over Quickstep. So it's been a playhouse for many years. And since recently, after its demarcation as a protected area, remember, you know, them and them government now label it as a protected area. So what is this? Who is Forestry Division and what is their mandate really? Is it protectionism or is it exploitation under the guise of protectionism? It's the same thing with Backside. We say Capital Country protected area, but we left off one little piece out of what we did agree on first, and all of that is now filled with mining licenses and prospective licenses. So is it protectionism or is it exploitation under the guise of protectionism? What is the Forestry Department doing with one truckload of mahogany lumber? Tell me, Jamaica. What is the Forestry Department doing with an entire almost 1,000 foot of mahogany coming out of the heart of Cockpit Country in the protected area? You tell me. And why is Superintendent Minto escorting them out of the area without a stamp on these lumber, without due process on this situation? I explained the situation to Superintendent Minto. We had that meeting down in Quickstep in Silo 2 years ago. The mayor for Falmouth was there. The mayor for Black River was there. The Custos was there. Senator Dalrymple was there. There were members of the JCF high-ranking officials, the superintendent at the time, who was not Minto. So Superintendent Minto, I urge you again, get your information and gather the history before you come and disrespect indigenous culture in indigenous land and telling me you don't care about treaty or you don't care about maroon this or whatever. That is your problem. Ignorance of the law is no excuse to the law. The police themselves will tell you that every day.
Ambassador Anu, greetings. This is directly a message to Deputy Superintendent Minto, and we're going to ask this to be a diplomatic message, that it's taken in a diplomatic tone and respectful. To the Jamaica Constabulary Force and to the Jamaica Defense Force that was present today, under maybe most likely false information and a false narrative. The situation exists that lumber coming out of maroon territory is maroon lumber, maroon assets. Maroon that has been... Huh? The stamp, yeah, the stamp. Lumber that has been pre-cut already is a false narrative, and we completely reject it. The main issue that Akongkong has tonight, and we're directly speaking to... Greetings, you can hear me? Wave your hand if you can hear me. Yeah? Alright, give thanks. Alright, check this. So, we need the government of Jamaica, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and the Jamaica Defense Force to please reaffirm themselves with information that came out a long time ago. The British High Commissioner, who works for the British Crown, came to Akongkong no less than 3 to 4 years ago. Well, no, within the last 5 years, and they reaffirmed the treaty. This is not the Ambassador Anu making up a story. This is not Chief Richard Curry making up a story. This is not the people of Akongkong making up a story. This is geopolitical information that needs to be spread throughout the country. That the Maroon people are a sovereign people. People don't like us to use that word, right? They don't like us to say that we are sovereign when we are sovereign. So to Deputy Superintendent Minto, When you make a claim that you want to arrest a sovereign leader of a sovereign people and sovereign land, you're making an absolute battery of the law. That is you're actually creating a criminal act, right? And there is a way how we deal with that, because the treaty speaks to that, and there is a due process to that. You cannot be threatening to arrest a sovereign leader, and you cannot decide that you're going to be taking indigenous assets out of an indigenous territory and using government badness in Maroon territory, right? You are the one who called Chief Richard Curry over there, so we almost could think this is a setup, right? And then you're making threats, and you had an officer who pulled a firearm and tried to enter the bus, while Chief Richard Curry have a higher rank than any one of those officials that were on the scene. You are trying to enter the bus to try to somehow intimidate and make an arrest, right? The international community has been notified. Our international partners have been notified. We have been in contact with the United Nations. We will be talking to the necessary international partners and parties and entities and stakeholders that have interest with the Maroons, to let them understand of the constant infliction, discrimination, right? And the stress, duress, and coercion that we're being placed under for no apparent reason other than government badness. That's what I wanted to curtail it as, right? There's a due process of the law, and the due process is that if you are going to enter Maroon territory, that you do call the chief, the leader of the Maroons, which you did, Deputy Superintendent, and we did come onto the scene and we tried to de-escalate a situation. And when we found out that you were taking and escorting Maroon lumber out of the territory, we kindly requested that the lumber be stamped, because this is the law. Because if you don't follow the law, you are actually committing a crime your own self. And we explained that to you, that if you drive and escort and pilot this lumber out without a stamp, you are committing a crime. No, I'm not sure if your ego or all the egos of the officers were bruised, but this is the law. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. It's not something that we're trying to play with, but to try and threaten our chief, and to try and say you're going to arrest our chief, and then say you're going to come to a Kongpong and then call military intelligence. We intercept in communications. We have our own way of understanding when you guys want to come, when you guys are coming, and it is stupid. I would just say to our international community that somebody must speak to this government and explain to them. This is the second time that a member of the JCF has either attacked or inflicted wounds upon a Maroon. There will not be a third time, and that is why we're putting out this information, because there has to be a line that is drawn, right? You're pushing people to a certain element. We have been very diplomatic, and I'm telling you, this is not something, and I'm going to be very respectful, and I hope this is taken in the best way, because I know that this video can be taken in any narrative and spun anyway. Words can be used anyway, and to try to portray people as if they are some rebels. We are not rebels. The treaty protects us as sovereign people, free people on this island, right? Who don't like that word, kick rocks, right? A Kongpong will not under any circumstance take any threat from any entity that they are going to either try to kidnap, arrest, or take our chief from us or from our territory. It will not happen. And to any one of you that believe that you have some plan that you're going to try and embarrass a Kongpong and grab our chief, this is not going to be Zozo. This is not going to be a curfew. This is a country, a government, since we need to talk like that, that is going to respectfully declare and proclaim their self-defense, their right to self-defense, the right to self-preservation. Do not threaten a Kongpong town. Good night.
You're watching Jamaica YouTube TV. So we get it exactly how we tell it. No fabrication. You got it? So just like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and little bless outside saying, "Can well."
Me love Jamaica, me nah sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we there yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Roast breadfruit and banana. Under the tree with a glass of